Clinical Research. We are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. It's late, so it's 8 o'clock on the Pacific. It is 11 p.m. Eastern. If you're up this late, welcome, and let me know what you think about being up late in clinical research. And LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn we're on. We just somebody's okay. LinkedIn's good. Facebook. Okay, and then YouTube. So yeah. So let me know, guys, what you think. I just turned 40. Underneath, clinical research is booming. Tomorrow we have a very special Latinos in clinical research tech series. I actually won't be able to join because I'm going to be driving. I got to get back home. No, this lovely background is not my home. But, I just turned 40. I've been in this industry since I was 20. Well, full time since I was 24. Part time, I think I started like I was 20 or 21. But full time in research since 24, so about 16 years now, full time in clinical research, which is crazy. But I've seen a lot, but I feel like I have yet to see most of the industry because for the first for the first 12 years for the first 10 years, I was primarily doing psychiatry trials. It wasn't until 2016 that I started branching out into other areas. And then I just started learning about oncology trials like 5 years ago, general medicine. And now in 2021, I'm like doing the inverse. Like a lot of my clinics, well, two of my clinics are still CNS focused. I'm not really involved in those clinics, so I happen to be involved in the clinics that are doing general medicine studies. So it's complete inversion from what I started. And also, one of the fun things that I've been getting to do and learn more about is understand the biotech side of clinical research. I'm really fascinated by the biotech. The big pharma, I mean, I would love to learn more of the inner workings there. I think it's less exciting because they're bigger, they're more streamlined. I'm a fan. You guys know who follow me and been watching. By the way, thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. You guys know my saying, small is the new big. We've never had a period of time where there were more long tail opportunities than I've ever seen, and I've been doing this since 2005 full time. So it's been a lot of exciting stuff. I think the best stuff is still coming. Let's go with this banner underneath. Get pumped. I don't know. I just wanted to come on and share my thoughts as somebody who just turned 40 on clinical research. I feel like I'm just getting started too. So this next decade, what I see in this next decade, and by the way, put in your comments down there if you want to have a comment, subscribe, like, share, comment, heart, whatever emoji you feel like. Thank you for rocking with me on a late night. I know you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. This next decade is looking to be amazing. We're looking to be in the golden era of clinical research, the roaring 20s. We've got tech converging with omics. We've got decentralized trials going on at the same time as consolidation and sites getting bigger. We have more long tail opportunities while at the same time consolidation at the top. So the big getting bigger, but more opportunities still at this long tail, which is where a lot of people can get in. We got a question, comment. I'm a data scientist, but I want to get into clinical research. But it's hard to break in the field. Elbow cough. So it is hard to break in the field. Data scientist. So I think there's a couple of vendors that you could actually look into. I think one of them, the first one that comes to mind, is Metadata. You might want to look at Metadata. You might want to interact with some people on LinkedIn from Metadata. So follow that company, my Secunda. Follow that company, Metadata, and then Viva Systems. Follow them, and also BioClinic. Those are the three that come to mind. There's, of course, lots of other ones. There's a lot of companies trying to innovate at the study startup phase. There's a lot of companies trying to make things paperless. Medable, one that comes to mind. Look up Medable. But also, I think, like I just said, how the consolidation's happening at the larger companies. More of the market share is getting swallowed up by fewer companies at the head of this tail, but at the end, it's a long tail, and it's just infinitely getting smaller, but it never hits zero. So the opportunities keep going, but they never hit zero. So that's tech is something that is going to be at the forefront of this next decade. And this is one of the reasons why July we're focusing on Latinos in clinical research on tech. So, matter of fact, we have to actually do something about tech. There's a few people I need to interview in that space that I've been meaning to reach out to, and just haven't had time because I'm in the middle of a move, and two of my sites are in the middle of a move at the same time, and we've got all these things happening, all these different businesses going on. Look, the long tail, we're experiencing the long tail as well on our end. I mean, the opportunities keep coming. In a year like 2021, I haven't seen anything like this, guys. And if you look at what's going on, I talked to James Saperstein, the CEO of Azarex Biopharmaceuticals. They're working on a COVID study. And hey, Ashley Margot, thank you. They're working on a COVID study. And they said, okay, it's the Delta variant now. The next one's going to be the Gamma variant or something from Peru that's coming out. With all these variants, we're actually going to keep doing more studies because we're going to need more boosters. Now they're talking about needing boosters every year or every 6 months. So guess what? All these things they've got to do studies on. So thank you, Ashley, for the birthday shout out. Speaking of Latinos in clinical research, this girl right here, she's holding it down. So I won't be able to be on the Latinos in clinical research webinar tomorrow. I'm going to be driving, but she's going to be holding it down along with Monica, along with Judy. I'm not sure about Chris because Chris, I think, is flying back from Seattle. But what a time to be alive. You got tech, you got omics, you got the long tail of research, you got consolidation, you've got decentralized trials, you've got paperless, you've got patient centricity, you've got site eSource, eReg. Because of eSource and eReg, big data is becoming a bigger thing. Data analytics becoming a bigger thing. This is making way for artificial intelligence. This is making way for more studies. You hate to say that the pandemic was a good thing. I don't think it ever can be said that it was a good thing. But it's creating tons of opportunities in the space. This is good for the employees in the space. It's creating a shortage. It's really putting a strain on the resources for CRAs and CRCs, with all the studies, and now they're doing vaccine studies and they're doing treatment studies. The company that I interviewed, Azarex Biopharmaceuticals, which, by the way, we're going to interview with this girl right here. Again, she keeps popping up, Ashley Margot, on the Clinical Research Circle, which is our other channel. I have two other channels, guys. It's this channel, the Ansfera, and then I have Latinos in Clinical Research, and I have the Clinical Research Circle channel as well. So we're here to inform, we're here to help, we're here to show people what we're experiencing in the industry. We're here to talk about the long tail. Really, this is where we should all be excited about, because there's so much competition at the top and everybody's forgetting about all these small companies. I mean, look at the last 3 companies I interviewed. I was able to get the CEOs of these companies on my channel. It was ChemPharm. These are all under $1 billion market cap companies. ChemPharm, Curative Biotechnologies, and Azarex. Our writer, Eileen Schneider, the writer, keeps cranking out more articles. So we have more companies that we're going to be writing about, researching about, doing our due diligence on. These companies are all doing innovative things. They may not all be successful. Chances are they won't all be successful, but it's still interesting. It's still giving you an idea. And here's the thing about clinical research. If you're a site owner, or if you're somebody who works in the space, or if you're, like Mai Segunda said, a data scientist trying to get in. By the way, Mai Segunda, you can set up your own shop as a data manager, as a data management company. Just figure out, the pieces that are there that are required for data management. Also, CRO. There's people who want to start CROs. I get questions all the time. I talked to the biotech CEO, James Saperstein. He said what they look for in a CRO are 3 critical things. Okay, a great project manager, a great medical director, and great CRAs. That's what they're looking for. So if you're able to provide any one of those 3 things, or if you want to be relevant in this industry, that's a big hint for things that you should focus on. One of those 3 things. Data scientist, look, that's a vendor, right? Data management is either a separate vendor for a study or integrated as part of the CRO. Yes, the pharma companies sometimes have that in-house, but usually it's the CROs who either have that capability in-house for the studies that they manage or outsource that to vendors. And guess what? Look, I hate to be a broken record. The long tail is exposing the shortage of resources in the space. It's common sense. You can't have more of something when there's already not enough resources, meaning staff, meaning tech companies, meaning patients, meaning sites, meaning clinicians. When you already don't have enough and you are adding more to the long tail, you're just continuing to put a strain on that short supply. So if you are somebody who's looking to get in, like data scientist, a study coordinator, a CRA, a project manager, it's never been a better time than right now. 2021 and beyond, so far, looks to be amazing. I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know your comments on this. I know it's late. It's almost midnight on the East Coast. The sun barely set here on the West Coast. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm excited about not only the second half of this year, but leading into next year and the opportunities that are there. Oh, and I forgot about diversity, right? That's another thing. That's like one of the biggest things in the industry now is diversity, the need for more diversity in our studies. This is where Latinos in clinical research comes in. Everything connects. Everything connects. Once you start becoming more of a generalist, and I'm trying my best to become a generalist. I'm not a generalist yet. I don't think you can ever achieve true generalist because you can never learn everything, but you can strive towards it. and you can get out of your comfort zone and out of being specialist. Thank you for the likes. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We need to break the algorithms on Facebook. Can't stand Facebook. We need to break the algorithms on that thing. LinkedIn. I don't even go, anybody go on their Facebook feeds? I don't even go on my Facebook feeds. I just have this stream on there. If you're commenting on Facebook, I can see it in the live stream. But if you're commenting afterwards or messaging me on Facebook, I don't see it. I don't look at Facebook. LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, I do. Instagram, I do. Thank you everybody on LinkedIn was blowing up for my birthday. Thank you guys so much. It's amazing. Facebook, I don't like it. And that's the first social no. I'm old, guys. The first social network I was on was MySpace. Who here remembers MySpace? Are you old like me, or do you not even know what that was? Kenny's career path. As a CRC, I agree with you on the need for more resources. Absolutely, Kenny. I mean, you see, because you're in the trenches as a CRC. Let me know what your thoughts are. And by the way, if you're a CRC, you know, there's a lot of other opportunities for you too. A lot of people are happy being CRCs, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of CRCs, they want more. They either want to be CRAs, they want to be site owners, they want to be project managers, they want to be entrepreneurs and start their own tech vendors. The guy who started Creo, Raymond Numizu, clinicalresearch.io, he started out as a site owner. So he's an example of a site owner that's a specialist right there, right? A site owner is a specialist, even though as a site owner, you are a generalist at the site level because you kind of wear many hats and do many things as a site owner, especially at a small site. As a site owner, you're still relatively specialist. You just know the site level. He went on to start Creo, very successful e-source company. And he had to take a leap of faith to do that. He didn't know much about how to create an e-source company. He was a site director, right? But he did it. I believe he still kept his site. I believe he still kept his site, and he's doing really well with Creo. And that's just one example of stepping out of your comfort zone and becoming a specialist or becoming a generalist from starting out as a specialist. So, Ashley Margot, thank you. See you tomorrow. Kenny's career path. I'm happy I followed your advice. Thank you. And thank you, Kenny, for sticking through with me on the late night. Thank you very much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes, your follows. I really appreciate it. If anyone else has any other questions, let me know, because the sun's going down. But you know what? The sun comes back up the next day. And then it's back to the grind, back to doing the dirty work, networking, learning fundamentals, stepping out of your comfort zone, figuring out where you fit in clinical research when it comes to increased opportunities and strained resources. And I think we could end it on that. So thank you guys very much for watching, for listening, for subscribing, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.